Hello everyone, this is Ryan again with Automatic Comics, and I've got just a few more books to open. These should all be ungraded books, so ones that I might consider sending into CGC for grading, but obviously need to check them out first. So I have a couple that came in these manila envelopes, but they do feel like they have cardboard inside, so they should hopefully be in good shape. And then I've got one that has two books in it that came in this priority box, so definitely some cautious shipping for raw books with that one. So let's open these up and see what we've got. And so do not bend. you can write that on there all you want, but that is not going to stop it from happening. But hey, looks like this one didn't happen with this one, so that's great. So we've got looks like it's sandwiched inside of some pretty thick cardboard, so these should be in pretty good shape. There is a lot of tape kind of along the side. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, it's always, more tape isn't always better, because then, I've got to try to remove that tape to get to the books. And kind of one of the important things is to, maybe like look inside and see where that edge of that comic is here when you're cutting. Maybe just like set your blade a little bit, as short as possible so that your likelihood of nicking one of the books is low. I have gotten really close one time where I actually, after I did it, I noticed I had cut into the bag and I just missed the book by probably millimeters, and I was pretty glad that I didn't hit that one. But all right, so then we've got it taped down here. So we'll cut that off. So yeah, all in all, this one, packaged real safely. And this is one of my favorite books. I really like. I think maybe I mentioned before. I probably change my mind all the time, but I like yellow covers and red covers, and this is kind of a more purple cover. I like these purple covers too. I have one copy of this already that is in a higher grade than this one, but this is a lower grade copy of Detective Comics 359, and it's it's the first appearance of Batgirl, and just overall it's a cool cover. She's right on the front. It's in kind of an action shot. You've got Batman and Robin on there too. It's a low grade copy. I'm no doubt about that. It's probably a 2 or maybe a 2.5, something like that. It's got some big pieces out of the corners, and if I remember correctly, it might have a decent tear along the spine too. But still, the overall picture looks real nice. It presents relatively well. You're not missing any text or anything like that. So cool book to have, and definitely one that can be worth sending off for grading. But yeah, I'll open it up and I'll do a page count, make sure nothing's cut out of it, that kind of thing, just to be certain before I send it off. Now we've got another one. Again, please do not bend. It looked like it worked, so no damage with this one. All right, so here we got cardboard, and then it's I think I heard someone else crack a joke about this on YouTube. Maybe it was Very Gary. Like, it's, like you see the saran wrap, and it's like, are you trying to keep the book fresh, or what's going on? But it keeps everything in place. So everybody's got their own method for packaging. But I have gotten some before where I think people inadvertently think that doing this keeps the book safe, and it doesn't. And I have had some damaged that looked like they were packaged well, and then, but when you get inside, one of the more important things, when you're packaging these with cardboard, is to make sure that cardboard is wider than the actual book by half inch, whatever it might be, because it's inevitably going to bump into some things, and so that at least is going to give you some of that buffer in case it does. So this is let's see I want to get this out without it sticking. can't tell if it's taped down. Okay. This is a super cool book. One I haven't ever had before. It's not a first appearance, actually a second appearance, but it's a first cover appearance. And that's X-Men 50. And it's a Steranko cover, first cover appearance of Polaris. And just, I mean, this is a really classic cover. Just the contrast of the yellow and the green, and just real simple, just amazing artwork on this one. So really happy to have this one. I definitely need to inspect it some to see if it's worthwhile to slab, but it looked like a really nice copy. It definitely has, you know, kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but it has some tanning around the edges, and you know, that kind of thing can start to impact the grade if there's too much of it. So I'm gonna have to take it out and take a closer look at it. But yeah, no, really cool book. Happy to have this one. And then this last box here. So this has 2 books in it, and 2 that I'm pretty, again, I think I always say that, but I'm pretty excited to get these 2. And they are both Captain Marvel books. I always feel like they're just a little bit underappreciated for what they are, because I mean they're really good first appearances. They're great covers. This tape is a little difficult to get off, but yeah, great covers. You know, Silver Age books from the '60s, and just definitely was planning on sending these in for grading because they looked like they were really high grade. Almost there. All right, so this is issues 12 and 13. Issue 12 is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, but not the Captain Marvel that most of you might be aware of from the MCU. Okay. All right, almost got this here. But the one that one of the iterations that preceded Carol Danvers. Now the second book is Marvel Superheroes number 13, which is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. Now it's not her first appearance as Captain Marvel, or but it is her first appearance, and it is a awesome looking cover. Here it is. So it is an awesome looking cover. This is it. This is Marvel Superheroes number 13. And you can see it's this bright red cover, where this is the prior iteration of Captain Marvel on the front, in the green and the white. But just a really cool cover. Looks like it was in pretty high grade, so I'm going to take a close look at it and see if it's worthwhile to send in. I do have, this, I mean, you can see it, but spine looks, super clean. And so just, you want to always do a check, see if there's any kind of underlying creases or potentially color touch, that kind of thing. But I have 2 copies of it. I have a 8.5 and a 9, and I don't think that one is quite as nice as either of those, based on just kind of looking at it compared to, kind of doing a comparison to those copies. But I think it could be an 8, and but we'll check it out, and I'll send it in to get pressed before it gets graded if I do. But then the other one is right here, and I'm not going to bother trying to get all this tape off right now, but this is Marvel Superheroes number 12. And so this is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, and he's right on the front cover right there. And this is actually a book I haven't had before, and I was excited to get him as kind of a lot, and everything looked real nice with it. So it has sharp corners, and let's see, but like a really, really clean spine. So when I looked at it online, it did appear that it had kind of some waviness to the cover, and so it definitely would benefit from getting pressed. But overall, just from a quick inspection, it looks to be a really nice copy. I was thinking it might even exceed a 9, so which is great for a Silver Age book from the 60s. So we've got Captain Marvel 13. This first appearance of Carol Danvers, just cool red cover. Captain Marvel number 12, or sorry, Marvel Superheroes 13. Marvel Superheroes number 12, first appearance of Captain Marvel, and then X-Men 50, which is a classic Stranko cover, first cover appearance of Polaris, and then Detective Comics number 359, which is the first appearance of the new Batgirl, and just again, classic cover, purple cover, really cool books. So thanks again for checking me out, and I'll be making some more videos in the future. Thanks.